Today we're going to show you how hiring the right attorney could mean the difference between getting a $47,000 settlement or just getting a few $1,000s. Every Friday we are joined by Colorado's best attorney, Phil Harding from Harding & Associates. And you know, I know you're really excited to talk about this subject, but just like any legal matter, we all have to pay really close attention today on this one.
We do. We're going to go over a lot of information here. And we're talking about settling at the end a personal injury. Now, this is an important segment, and we're going to go over it quickly. And it's really difficult areas of law, and many attorneys don't fully get this. So, hey, if you want to call me after the show and ask about it, or if you want to go to coloradosbest.tv and rewatch it, that's fine. But out of the gates, let's talk about what's known as the collateral source doctrine. It says if a collateral source, namely your health insurance, reduces a billing, the person who caused this accident does not get to benefit because of your health insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare's reduction. So let's look at this. And here's a medical bill. Everyone calls it an EOB, or an explanation of benefits, that you see in the upper right-hand corner. Here, you could have gotten $29,352 paid from the other side. Look on the far left side of this graphic, because that's how much the hospital paid out for the surgery. But if you signed a release for the other side's insurance company or sent this bill directly to them without covering up the paid amount, the other side would have seen the $29,000, but they also would have seen the paid amount of the $8,500. The other side's insurance company would say, well, hey, I guess you showed me the $8,500, so I'll only pay you the $8,500. Wow. That smaller payment is against the law, and that's a difference of over $20,000.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah. So let me tell you why this makes sense to only show the billed amount. You got this discounted rate because you have health insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare. When you settle the case, the other side insurance company, they're not going to be paying you back the years and years of health insurance premiums that you paid to get this discounted rates. Thus, they're not entitled to see this discounted rate.
Yeah, that's right. That makes complete sense. So, I mean, that would obviously make a huge difference in the amount you would get back. What else do you have to share?
Okay. Well, now let's apply this to a full case. Okay. We looked at one medical bill, but when you settle your case, you're going to get a letter, a ledger from your health insurance company. Medicaid or Medicare, and here we have another graphic that shows this ledger. And this is the last page of a ledger. And what it says, this ledger, well, I covered up the client's name for privacy purposes, but look at this graphic. As you can see on the left side, there were 23 claims or treatments. Now, from that, the previous EOB, we saw one of those treatments. So this is a total of all your treatments. The total billed was $47,807, but the paid amount from the insurance company was $8,500. Again, you don't show the company, the other side's insurance company, the $8,500, you only show them the $47,807.
The full amount, okay.
The full amount. Now, when you go to settle your case, you need to pay back your health insurance, this $8,500. Remember, that's called health insurance, and you need to, I'm sorry, that's called subrogation that you have to pay back to your health insurance. Now let's talk about how to reduce or even eliminate the amount that you have to pay back to your health insurance.
Reduce it or eliminate it. How does that work?
All right. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Colorado's make-whole law, which states that if you have to pay back your health insurance company and you hired an attorney, that company needs to reduce the amount that they want back by the same percentage as you're paying your attorney.
Why is that? I don't get that.
All right. Well, and when you think of something that's just fair, because of your attorney's work, there's money to pay back your health insurance, right?
Right.
All right. Now, your attorney got this money and is charging you. Since some of your money is going to pay your health insurance company, they need to pay for your attorney as well.
Okay.
Usually people hire an attorney on a contingency fee, let's say a third. So now the health insurance needs to reduce how much they want back by a third. So in this case, the insurance company wants back $8,500. If you reduce that by a third, it's $5,700 now that you have to pay back.
Okay, so in essence, you're paying the $5,700 back from the settlement, but you're receiving $48,000.
Correct.
Okay.
But I am not done yet.
Okay.
All right?
Wow.
Let's continue to go.
All right.
If this is a car accident case, remember when we talk about this all the time, unless you signed a waiver when you signed up for car insurance, you have something automatically on your car, and it's called MedPay, which is $5,000 of coverage. Now, this MedPay, you do not have to pay back. There is no subrogation under MedPay. Talk to your insurance agent to know more about this, but if you have any MedPay left over, you can use the MedPay to pay off your health insurance on the subrogation. We have one final graphic, and it's going to be so demonstrative here. First of all, remember, the medical bill is $47,807. The amount that they paid was the $8,500, right?
Right.
Then you use Colorado's make-whole law to take it down a third. Now it's $5,700 that you have to pay back. You take your $5,000 of MedPay that you don't have to pay back, pay that to the health insurance, and now you only have to pay back $700, and you get in $47,807 from the other side's insurance company.
That is incredible. I mean, I would do that all day long.
Wouldn't
all you
you?
have to pay is $700. You get almost $48,000. But you know, what you went through, I mean, it seems pretty complicated. I mean, clearly you need to get the right attorney on your side to kind of get you through all those layers.
You know, I teach attorneys called PI 101, a class a couple of years ago, and a lot of attorneys don't even know this. Keep in mind, all of these laws were passed by Colorado here to help equalize your fight, individuals' fights against insurance companies that know all these laws and use these laws against you. So just hire someone that's knowledgeable, that goes over it, that redacts stuff. And a lot of people call me back and they say, I've already sent the bills to the other side. What should I do? I'm like, that's okay. I can unring that bill because it's against the law for them to really see the paid amount. And you
So
say,
even
you know
if you
what?
made that mistake, you can get them out of that.
Yeah, no problem.
That's awesome. I mean, that's where your experience counts. Unbelievable. So if you have any questions for Phil, go to coloradosbest.tv and you can send him your questions. He does take the time to answer them all personally. And if you would like to contact Phil at his office, Harding & Associates, just call this number, 303-762-9500. You can get a free consultation anytime. And you can also find him online at hlaw.org. Well, coming up on Colorado's Best, Julia Roberts is still a very pretty woman. You'll meet the celebrity trainer who helps her look and feel hotter with every passing year. Also ahead, quick and easy weeknight dinner ideas you can make with a few staples from King's